Hello, my friends, and welcome back to J is for Justice. I have an update for you in the Oxford High School shooter, Ethan Crumbley. We haven't had much movement in this case as of late, but there is an update that Ethan Crumbley is asking for a change of wardrobe. Ethan Crumbley's wardrobe has been limited to an orange Oakland County Jail uniform since his arrest following a mass shooting that killed 4 of his classmates on November 30th, 2021. Defense attorneys are asking the Oakland County Circuit Judge, Kwame L. Rowe, to allow their client to appear in, quote, street clothes for his July 27th Miller hearing, during which there will be testimony to determine whether the 17-year-old will spend the remainder of his life in prison without a chance of parole. Typically, defendants are allowed to shed their jail clothes for trial. In Ethan Crumbley's case, he's already pleaded guilty back on October 24th of 2022. He pled guilty to 4 counts of first-degree murder, 7 counts of assault with intent to murder, and 12 counts of felony use of a firearm. So there will be no trial for Ethan Crumbley. The first-degree murder carries an automatic life sentence for adults in Michigan. However, because Ethan was a 15-year-old at the time of the killings, a 2012 Supreme Court ruling requires that he undergo an additional Miller hearing before receiving a life sentence. To justify an automatic life sentence for a minor, prosecutors must convince the judge that the defendant is, quote, irreparably corrupt. And to quote the motion that was filed on July 7th by defense attorneys Paulette Lofton and Amy Hopp, it states, while there appears to be no precedent approving the wearing of street or non-jail clothing during a Miller evidentiary hearing, there is nothing preventing it either. It also noted that every other person in the Miller hearing, including allowed minor witnesses, will be in street clothing. Crumbley's attorneys argue forcing him to be the only participant in a jail uniform would deprive the teen shooter of the, quote, respect and dignity afforded to others in the courtroom. As to who would provide the clothing, that would be Crumbley's court-appointed guardian. The teen's attorneys are also arguing another point. They want to exclude victims from testifying at the Miller hearing, claiming that the brutal details may override the intent of the hearing, which is to evaluate the impact of Crumbley's youth, home life, peer pressure, and other factors, as well as the possibility that he could be rehabilitated. A separate motion argues. Rulings are expected at a July 12th motion hearing, and the Miller hearing is set for July 27th. Stay with J is for Justice for the latest in the Oxford school shooting and what is going on with Ethan Crumbley. Everybody stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.